Nothing is more important than those few quiet moments you spent at peace in that inner space of stillness and love. June 8, 2014. As many channels have been telling you, you are being inundated with love. Open your hearts, your souls, and allow it to flow through you and out to all your brothers and sisters undergoing the human experience at this point in your spiritual evolution. You chose to be here at this time to be willing and abundant conduits through which our Father's love could flow smoothly and abundantly, to assist in humanity's awakening process. You have been doing a grand job, but some of you have lately become a little less enthusiastic in your light-bearing duties, because the darkness of the illusion has been drawing you into its web of distrust and disbelief about the truth and reality of heaven and the spiritual realms. Of course, at the center of your beingness, you know God, and you know that all is divinely taken care of. However, within the illusion there are myriad alarming distractions that are depressing you and encouraging you to dim your light. Don't. You are enormously supported at this most important moment by the constant waves of love sweeping through your unreal environment to dissolve it, but you too need to support it and allow the love to enter your hearts and then flow on from you to wherever it is needed, and it is needed everywhere. When you go within daily to that quiet inner space where you can access your inner guidance, the teachings of the Holy Spirit and of your own personal guides who are always watching out for you, do make a special effort not to be distracted by your daily to-do lists which can seem overwhelmingly important. They are not. If you have to leave something out, the sky will not fall. You know this, because oftentimes in the past you have had to leave things out that were on those lists because you ran out of time, and it did not fall then. Recognize that most of you, either through guilt or through a misplaced sense of responsibility to others, overload yourselves with duties, and then judge yourselves as less than totally adequate when you find it impossible to complete them all in the time that you have allowed yourselves to do what you incarnated to do this time around. You need to be able to access that quiet place of inner peace daily, and rest there gently, even if only for a few minutes. But far too often you allow illusory distractions, pressures, and deadlines to disturb that peace, and so stress builds within you until you find that you do not have the time to spare for your daily quiet time alone and at peace. You neglect your essential personal needs in favor of attempting to complete tasks that are truly of very little consequence. You are aware of this, because within the illusion you are constantly missing deadlines that you have set yourselves, or that others have set for you. It happens all the time, and no ghastly disaster occurs. It is absolutely essential that you allow yourselves that quiet time daily no matter what is going on in your lives. Nothing is more important than those few quiet moments you spent at peace in that inner space of stillness and love. The longer you can spend there the better, but we do understand that it can be very difficult for you to do so when you have family and work responsibilities to take care of. Nevertheless, keep reminding yourselves that responsibility for your own well-being comes before all other responsibilities. If you do not keep yourselves in good shape, you just cannot adequately take care of all your other responsibilities. You know this, and you all have friends or acquaintances who have burnt themselves out due to not allowing themselves personal time to be quiet and at peace. If you feel too driven to make space available in your day just for you, acknowledge it, and then talk to someone you can trust about it so that you get support at the illusory human level where you are presently operating. The illusion seems very real indeed to you, and therefore you have to honor the rules that you have chosen to abide by, and one of those rules is to seek help when you are feeling or being overwhelmed. If you do not, errors and problems will arise that further increase your levels of stress. The "I am tough, I can handle it" attitude that has been so encouraged and held up as an ideal to be striven for, is in fact very damaging and weakening for you. There is always someone out there to whom you can talk and from whom you will receive support. Many of you have acted as guides and mentors for others and have learned that very often all that is required is that you allow the person to talk while you listen silently and intently while maintaining eye contact. Frequently it is enough for someone to know that they have been heard. When you listen attentively to another they can feel it, it allows them to relax, Their stress levels fall, and then their own inner guidance, their intuition, their higher selves or spiritual guides can get through to them. You have seen this many times and have yourselves assisted others in this manner. So why on earth can you not acknowledge and honor that need in yourselves? Every one of you are divine and irreplaceable aspects of God, our source, the supreme intelligence, and as such you are beings of infinite worth and value. Presently you are experiencing the intense sensations that the illusion provides while restricted by the severe limitations that a human body imposes on you. It is incredibly stressful, and you are very easily distracted from your spiritual path as you get caught up in the suffering and drama of this unreal environment, which almost constantly offers you the message that you are not good enough, that you are not working hard enough. Well enough already. The way forward is to remind yourselves of who you truly are by reading and rereading the holy works that spell this out for you. You can accept it intellectually, so do so, and then go within. When you make that essential purely personal time available, and remind yourselves of this divine truth. When you do that while in your quiet space, intend once more to make it real for you, and you will, thus regaining and rejuvenating your spiritual strength that you need to complete your journey home. Remind yourselves frequently that you are being lovingly watched over and supported in every moment, and relax into the sense, the feeling that knowledge brings into your awareness. With so very much love, Saul. Channeled by John Smallman. johnsmallman.wordpress.com